The brand is moving. You know, you got the store in L.A., store in New York. I mean, you know, you're at a point where you're doing this for a long time. But what about like I remember a point in time where there was tons of collabs,
Yeah.
tons of artist collabs. Shirts done with Currency,
Mm-hmm.
shirts done with Bun B, shirts
Yeah.
done with who else? I mean, there's
Wiz
tons.
Khalifa,
Wiz Khalifa,
Big Sean,
Big Sean.
all the new guys. So at the time, it was all the new guys. So this is right after Diamond started blowing up. This happened right after when I started selling all that product. I met Currency through. I mean, all these guys. I kind of met all these guys around the same time, probably because Diamond was becoming popular. But Currency was actually friends with one of my skaters that rode for Diamond, Terry Kennedy.
Mm.
So I met Currency, and he had his little fan base, but I didn't know that he had a fan base like he did, right? He had his whole like Jet Life thing
Sure.
going, but this is right after he was on Cash Money. I guess he was signed to Lil Wayne. I met Currency, and it's funny because he actually asked me that he was going to be on, what's that magazine? Was it Double XL when they do the freshman?
Freshman cover, yeah.
Yeah,
Double XL.
so he's like, hey man, do you think you can like help me get out to New York to shoot this thing for the freshman thing? So I was like, yeah, I'll hook you up. But that was the thing, I was going to pay for him to go out there, but then I don't know. I think someone else did, and he just went. But that's how me and Currency kind of met and became friends, because he was wearing Diamond all the time, and I thought that was tight, and I liked his music. So from Currency, it's kind of how I think Wiz heard about Diamond, was from Currency, and I went to South by Southwest, and someone sent me a picture, and they're like, "Hey, this dude Wiz Khalifa just came into our store, and he bought a Diamond sweatshirt." I'm like, "Oh, that's tight," because I heard of him, because when you're listening to Currency, like, he was doing shit with Wiz already. And then I went to the show at South by Southwest, and Wiz was there performing, rocking the sweater on stage, and I was like, "Dope. This dude's wearing the Diamond sweater." So I was like, "What's up, man? I'm Nick," whatever. And we met, and I was like, "Let's do something together." And then Brock just stayed in contact, and we ended up doing a collaboration with Wiz. We've already done a collaboration with Currency at the time, and it did really good. And then I was like, so that's when we really started this whole like artist collaboration thing.
I think that was a special moment for Diamond Supply. And what I mean by that is, yeah, okay, seeding people clothes is dope, and a lot of artists, and I feel like a lot of different artists, particularly in hip hop, were wearing diamond. But you guys were literally did multiple collection drops with artists, like where I'm sure you paid them. They made
They got
money.
royalties off of the stuff,
and
but it all happened organic.
yeah, but of course, but that's like a big deal. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
and it wasn't. It was a bunch of people you were doing it, and they would be at the store.
Yeah, it was a trip how that all happened, man.
Sold out quickly.
Yeah, like even well, that's what happened with Wiz, was that, so the Wiz story was that maybe Rick Ross we dropped. I don't know if we dropped Wiz first or Rick Ross, but the Rick Ross story is pretty awesome, actually. He's amazing. I love that guy. He like, the guys at my store called me, and this is after Hustlin' came out already. So he was like, he was popping, but not really yet popping, kind of popping. I thought he was dope, of course. And then he was going to come out with his album Deeper Than Rap. And the guys at the store hit me up, and they're like, "Hey man, that dude Rick Ross, the rapper, just came into the store right now." And they're like, it was a trip. He like was going through the t-shirts, and he kept telling us how he had this one, he had that one, and then he would get all his Diamond shirts in Miami. I'm like, "That's tight." And then he's like, "Yeah," and then he bought us all chicken wings and shit. And he brought us them all. He bought us all
Wingstop?
chicken wings at the store. And I was like, that's so tight. And they're like, yeah. And he stayed there for like 2 hours just talking to us and hanging out. And I was like, that's tight. Rick Ross is tight. So then I ended up meeting him the next time he came into town. I like went and met him at the store or something. And then we just became friends. I became close with him and all of his homies. And then we did a collaboration. We did the MMG Maybach Music Diamond collaboration, and that thing went nuts. People were tripping on that.
You know,
That's right in his when he was first starting to blow up.
Sure. No, that was
So
a
that's
bunch
how
of
this all happened. Like Rick Ross was blowing up, right? The boss. He was killing it. Currency, Jet Life. He had all of his fans, right? And they were all sneaker fans too, like, because that's what Currency's into. So that was like a big thing, that Diamond was associated with Currency. Diamond was associated with Rick Ross. Then Wiz Khalifa, which was crazy, is that we did the collaboration with Wiz, and without knowing about the music that he was about to put out, I designed a collection for him, and I did the Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh T-shirts with the Pittsburgh Pirates logo flipped upside down to a lowercase d. And so it was like a flipped upside down P, and I did them all in black and yellow colorways. Sure enough, after I design it and send it all to him, and we drop the collaboration, like a week later, he drops black and yellow, right? But when we did the collab, I knew Wiz was popular in the underground, but I had no idea to the extent of how popular he already was. Before Black and Yellow came out, we dropped this stuff at the store, and there was the craziest line down Fairfax for Wiz Khalifa, right? And it's so funny because I have pictures of Wiz in the store, and this is before Odd Future, and there's pictures of Tyler and all these guys in the store, like little kids, like tripping out on Wiz Khalifa. It was pretty cool.